Oh, hello and welcome to Marriage Minutes at its Pace. I'm getting to introduce a topic and I'm very excited about it. So, this week's topic on Marriage Minutes is entitled The Marriage Tree. And the reason why we're discussing this topic is because there are several trees in the back of our house. Any of you all have been to our house, you know how many trees are back there. And sometimes I just sit in my bedroom and I'm watching the trees, right? And a couple of months ago now was a really bad storm. And it was just amazing to me to watch these huge trees, just be able to bend and I mean the storms were not kicking. And I mean the storms were kicking. In fact, many trees, I know when I wrote this topic, when our neighbor's tree fell down, right? And so it is amazing to me to watch. Sometimes they crack. Their destroyed tree fell down, and thank goodness nobody was hurt, but it did tear up some things in their yard. And we've got all these other trees around us that are just bending and bending. I don't know if they're waiting to break at some moment, but I do realize in marriage, we have to have that ability to blow with the wind because the winds of our marriage are not going to stop. And so I was just taken aback about how those trees are able to do that. They're strong, they're thick, they're older, but why are they able to maintain the flexibility that they have in order to survive? So that's where the topic came from. You can say something. Why do you think? What helps people be flexible?
I think
why are marriages flexible?
I think if you think about trees, it's not the fact that they just have a solid foundation and they go down deep, but they also go out. And so it's not just deep, but it's out as well. Because if I go deep, I'm still somewhat unstable because I don't have anything to balance myself out. But then when I go out, and then I come up and then I'm out on top. So as the top moves, the bottom is able to sustain and mobilize itself to not be able to be as affected, so you have to think about how far out you go. Are you just shallow in your approach of within your marriage? Are you just existing and not willing to go out and to connect? Because the roots go out to connect looking for nutrients.
Yeah.
And so they're drawn to where the nutrients are in the soil. And so that helps build the foundation. Foundation is just not the tree trunk going straight down, but it's going out. And so connecting with different people, connecting with different groups, being active in different groups, being active within yourself and so in different social platforms, and being interactive allows yourself, one, to be connected, and two, to be accountable to different organizations or friends or whatever have you. And so as those winds blow, you're able to somewhat stabilize because you have a connectivity. Otherwise, you may lose a limb, you may lose some leaves, you may even lose some fruit, depending on what kind of tree you are.
Come on.
But it really depends. But the basis of who you are as a couple and the basis of who you are as a person is all built in who you connected to and how you're connected.
I really don't have anything other to say other than what are your roots? You said so many good things in there, but your roots and your foundation, like just sit and think about that for a while. What are you rooted in? And what does your foundation look like? If it is not built on anything that is solid and it's sinking sand, it's going to sink. So, I mean, we know that there are a lot of concepts, ideologies, religions, thought processes. Everybody wants to manifest, and if you think positive and all that kind of stuff. And you know what? If that's working for you, go right ahead. Go right ahead and stand on that. But just know and understand that foundations are tested. They are tested, and they will crack if they are not the right foundation. I'm just going to leave that there because you all know what we believe, and we don't have to go into that. So I just love what you preached, and I'm going to pass the sermon. I'm going to pass the offering.
And to close this out, even if you have to lose a lot of what you are as a tree.
Pruning? Are you talking about something?
Not necessarily pruning.
No.
But if
That's a lot of places you could go.
if a majority of what your above ground existence gets knocked out, the regrowth process can still take place because you're nourished in the right spots, and it will have a regrowth. And regrowth is sometimes even better than the original. You know, it's not until you really deal with the stump that will kill the roots, you know. That's how you really kill a tree, you know.
After you kill a tree, baby.
You gotta get those stumps, you know, you got chemicals. I got things. I mean, you know, they come out with that grinding.
It's a good sermon. I just know. That's good stuff, baby.
But you know, no matter what wind may knock you over or attempt to knock you over, just stay strong in the Lord, man. Be well, be blessed.